It's Cappy from Always in Stitches in Noblesville, Indiana. Hello out there, YouTube world. Peter's behind the camera.
Hi, everybody.
Yep. He's doing his thing, and we've got some fun stuff going on in the store. I know it's been a couple weeks. I was on vacation. No, Peter. Wait a minute. Back up. Peter was on vacation, and I was sick. I still got the bug lingering. So Peter had fun. You had good weather.
Beautiful weather.
Yeah, and you got to stitch a little bit.
Got to knit.
Perfect. Yeah, it's nice when you get to take a break. So, we're sorry. We've missed you guys. But we're back. Took a couple weeks off. You know, absence makes the heart grow fonder. Maybe that's what it is.
It does.
We've made him grow fonder and miss us a little bit. So, anyway, I'm going to start right here with this today because we do have some fun things to show you since it's been a couple weeks. These are from the Patch Abilities Company. And they're minis. These are so stinking cute. They're just little mini quilts. Or, oh, look, that's a flamingo. Oh, my goodness. I hadn't looked that close. There's a flamingo. So included are the pattern directions. And there's a button. Like this one has a big, like an olive on top of the hamburger. So here's the olive that goes in it. See a little olive, but look, there's a flamingo with a cherry on top of her. So you make these little things, and then these are what you can hang them off of. So that you make a little sleeve that this slides in there, and you can hang your little pictures off of these little hangers. So stinking cute. If you had like a place in your home and you just wanted to like rotate these through so you could do them seasonally. It's like these are kind of summer, these are kind of winter. You've got some that are the holidays like Easter and pumpkins and just different things, and you can hang them. Now here's another one. This one is like a double. You can hang them two pieces on here. And that's what these patterns are designed for, is to work with this. See, that one's the bird one there. That's what that goes on. You get the little one on top and then you have the one underneath. So it's very fun. I think these are a great little project. I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I've made so many quilts, I'm like, I need to make something different. I need something that gives me instant gratification. So I've usually got big projects going, and then I have some little projects going along. These would be perfect for that. And they would also use up your scraps great. So something fun to think about if you want to have fun with those. So got to talk about those, and I'm really excited. That's the Ackfeld hangers. And if I know these, if we're not the ones you like, we can order more. They don't come right away, but we have a book that you can look at and like, oh, I'd like to have this one and this one and this one, and we can help you out to find those. So that's fun. But first we're going to look at fabric because we love fabric. So we're going to go right over there, Peter. Let's take a peek. So here we are in some couple fabric lines that have come in just the last few days. This one is so pretty. It's called Dragonfly Dance, and we have the 10-inch squares and the charms and the jelly rolls. So you got some pre-cut choices, but the colors in this, oh my goodness, are they luscious. Look how pretty that is. That would be great just to put on a door, just to hang. I love this. I love the flower. I love the dragonfly on top. Dragonflies are kind of, a lot of people have a desire to collect things with dragonflies. Dragonflies are a really good bug. They won't bite you. They're good for eating mosquitoes. So if you have dragonflies, don't hurt them. They're a good critter to have around. They do some good stuff. So in this line, we have Peter's purple. Looky here.
Nice.
What do you think, Peter?
I like that.
I do too. That's a good basic, honestly, just to have in your collection because it's got a nice black background. There's kind of a pink in it. It's kind of a mottled color. Very pretty. We've got some florals here. These are really nice. Like that. And then this. Look at that.
That's beautiful.
Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, look at the color. Okay. How is that for a gradient piece of fabric? Okay, I see binding. This would be great binding. This would be a lovely border. You could cut it this way and sew your purple to your purple so that your colors, or sew the, your ends to ends so that it makes a gradient border. That's a beautiful piece of fabric. That's one you ought to just have a chunk of. You get so many colors out of it. That's beautiful.
Hello.
But I've left it on the floor in a mess. Here's the actual dragonflies. And they're on a crisp white color, which really makes it pop. It's not a cream, it's a true white. They're so pretty. And then this one has my name on it. These colors are electric. Are they photographing that one?
Yes.
They're really bright, really pretty. And here's a larger scale print. So I did in my Simply Charming class, which actually this Saturday there's some openings in that class if you'd want to come. I'm doing color theory. So if you're not familiar with color theory and how colors on a color wheel, how they interact with each other to create dimension and character in your quilts, you might want to attend that class. Yeah, didn't even think about that, but we've got about just a few openings. It's a Saturday morning class from 10:30 to 11:15. Real easy, $5. You pop in, you get a free pattern, and I'm teaching color theory. So if picking out the colors for your quilts overwhelms you, you might want to sign up for that class. It's a good chance to learn a thing or two. Here's just a basic. This is your light one that you're going to use to contrast against your mediums and your darks. Here's the floral print again, and with pinks. Here's another nice dark. Oh, look at that aqua against that purple. That cherry, that's what pretty. Oh, this one's lovely too. Look at that. That's the white background. I'm drawn to the aquas, but if you did it all in aqua, then you're kind of getting a tonal thing, so you need some of these other colors. Okay, Peter, you're gonna like this one too.
Wow.
Isn't that pretty?
Yeah, those colors really pop.
They do pop. And then here we are again with a large scale print. These are fun too for stack and whack quilts. If you're going to do like, you want to cut them into little pieces and sew them back together. These do really well for that because the scale of it does nice things. And the other easy way to do a stack and whack is to pick like 6 panels and stack those on top of each other and use that for your stack and whack. But here's a pattern for this Dragonfly Dance. So there's a pattern that you can make a 54 by 72 quilt using the fabrics. They come in this line and a panel. So I'm thinking I'm loving this part on the website. So this is from Northcott. It's called Dragonfly Dance. Okay, that's the one you're looking for. If you want a fat quarter bundle set, give us a call. We can hook you up with that. Then the other piece we have here is from Studio E, and this one's called Point of View. And this is catching my eye back here. We have some interesting folding. Look at this. I'm thinking we have another ombre here. Looks to me like, look at this.
Desert.
Isn't that lovely? Okay, landscape quilters.
Oh, yes.
There you go. There's your landscape. Isn't that pretty?
That's the desert. This is the ocean.
Yeah, this is so cool. Oh, but wait.
So-
But I gotta show this one, Stephanie.
So it's surf and turf.
It's different. But wait. Okay, Stephanie's right here. She's our machine department manager. She loves trees. She likes trees.
That just looks like grass.
Well, I have a suspicion.
Yes.
Look at that.
It's a oh, is there somebody in a boat?
There's a boat
Somebody's fishing.
and ducks.
That's
that
cool.
fun?
That would be a cool just wall hanging.
That would be a great wall hanging. And then look at this one. Okay, this one is
Oh,
one's
this
the
is
cappy.
Cappy's because it's the
This
beach.
is the cappy.
Yes.
More
It's the
beach,
beach.
please.
I'm making the biggest mess here.
I opened this one up the other day. I had to see it.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
See, I wasn't here. I missed you. You just miss a couple days, man. You miss it all. Look at that. You know what? These are pretty enough. You could just frame them and put them over your couch.
That's what I meant. Oh,
Yeah.
I never thought about just putting it over the couch.
But I mean, just
love
buy a
that.
canvas.
You know, I had a painting of an ocean when we used to have the painter come.
Yes.
And my little whatever's in the sand there looks exactly like that. So
Well,
cool.
see, you might need a chunk of this. So this is called from Studio E, Point of View. And there's some nice go-withs for it. So if you're making, using that panel in the middle and you want some things to go around it. But these look like batiks. They're not. But they look like it, don't they?
I do.
They really do. Oh, that's a pretty blue. Look how pretty that is. That's lovely. There's a nice green with some leafy greens. You could actually get away with that one up there. Here it is in a darker navy. The rusty colors. So they're hitting their light, mediums, and darks, which I love. That one's pretty too. Oh, wait! Stephanie, didn't see this one. Is that, no, that's a different one. I think it's a different colorway. That's a smoky gray. It's a similar print, but it's a different colorway. Isn't that fun? Cheater landscape quilts, that's what those are. Okay. Here's your clouds and your sky. That's perfect clouds and sky. That's pretty. I like the purple with the aqua. And then here's another one. Well, now wait a minute. Looky here. Oh, this one's a farm.
Oh, look at that.
It's got a windmill on it.
It's a well.
Look at that one. So there's 5 of these. Wow. You can have all the seasons, you know. Very cool. All right. Northcott point of view. Don't want to miss that one. I love it. Very pretty. All right. We're going to go up front now, and we're going to look at... Oh, wait. I didn't show the pattern. Here's your pattern. Inside Out's called. But see how they've taken that piece and they've cut it and they've put little lines so it looks like you're looking through a picture. There's another one, Stephanie, that's gray with trees.
Ooh.
I put them all there together. There's another one you'll have to look at.
I'll have to open it up after.
I know, they're all so pretty. Okay, let's go up and look at Moda Dots. Let's see these. Okay, here we are up front, right by you walk in the front door. This is the Simply Charming class I was talking about that I'm going to teach Colorworks this coming Saturday. If you want to come to that, you can sign up. It's called Simply Charming, and you get the pattern to make this quilt in that class as part of your class fee. But these are the solids, or the bolts, that were used to make this quilt. I actually used a charm pack, so here's your charm pack with all your colors. But there it is on the bolt. And these are, again, if you're a fat quarter kind of person, this would be a great one to get a bundle of because they're great basics. Okay, upside down bolt makes Cappy crazy. But these are just great basics. I mean, every little quilt can use a little bit of dots in it. And this is from the Moda company. It's called Magic Dot. It's by Layla Boutique. So I think this one's going to do really well, just because it's a great basic. So, Melrose, this is another one. We don't quite have it yet, but it's on its way. So, like a lot of the fabrics, we get the charms, the layers, and the jellies before we actually get the fabric. Look at this teal in here. That's singing my name. Lovely, lovely. So we have the jelly rolls, we have the charms, we have the layer cakes, and we have the mini charms. One of these things, if you bought a charm pack, you would get that pattern for free. So that's something to think about. And then here's a really fun pattern, 9 Lives by Lavender and Lime. And they've actually used this Melrose, you can see it in this corner here, that's what they have used to make the quilt, is this pattern. So it allows you to use a layer cake, which is great. I love using a layer cake. You just chop it up and that's what it's going to make. So that's another one with charms. Charms, layers, jellies, they just expedite your whole quilting process because you don't have to cut again. And they help with your accuracy. So if you have a hard time cutting out your squares and your pieces to match, if you use the pre-cut pieces, you're guaranteed that they're cut properly. So that's a big help. Okay.
Speaking of cutting and things being easier, I think we got that new ergonomical rotary cutter that we haven't shown.
Let's show them that then, yes.
I think. I thought I saw it come in on the cart last week.
You probably did. All right,
I just wanted to throw that out there.
Okay, I'm going to write that on here. Ergo cutter. Because it does, if you've got carpal tunnel in your hand, oh gosh.
Dawn's using it and she loves it.
Does she? Okay, if Dawn likes it, we like it. That's just a given. Okay, let's talk about sweaters real quick. This is a class that's coming. Janet's Stranded Pullover Sweater. It starts October 29th. It's not too late to get into that class. This is, oh, I love this sweater. What skill level would you say, Peter?
Advanced.
Do you? Okay.
Yeah, because there's a lot of things going on. There's in the round, there's increases, and you also have stranded.
Okay, so if I've never knit a thing in my life, this is not the class to take.
Yeah, you'd want to know how to do stranded work.
Okay.
Or you would just go nuts trying to learn the technique plus make the sweater.
All right, so let's say you're a little more advanced if you're going to take this one, but that's perfect. We want opportunities for everybody.
Yeah.
She does offer a learn to knit sessions on Mondays and Fridays, and then knit help on Wednesdays. So look on the website for those. But Janet does teach some really good classes if you're wanting to learn to knit. You should already know how to knit if you're going to take this.
And you should know how to use another color at the same time.
Yeah, the stranded part. But this one, I would say an adventurous beginner. Maybe if you at least know how to knit and purl.
Yeah, that's somebody who's a beginner knitter who's like at least done a scarf or two.
Right.
And they know, and they got like the knit stitch down, and then they're familiar with the purl stitch as well.
Okay. So this knits quickly. It's
Like
a big
they're ready to
chunky.
do their like third project, you know, somebody who's done a scarf and they've done a headband. Now they're ready to do a third or their third or fourth project.
Right, and this one has actually already started, but I would be willing to bet she could get you caught up if you needed to, if you wanted to get into that. So let us know. We can maybe hook you up with that. The other classes I want to talk about, Tammy's Stylish Sewing Tote. This is a great class. It was offered once before. It's sold out. She's offering it again in a one-day session. Previously, it was 2 days. Now she's doing it all in one day, so you can take that bag home. And when they came out of the class with those bags, they were stinking cute. What I love about this bag, it's versatile because you could use this for cross stitch. You could use this for knitting. You could
Can you
use
put
it-
your hand in there so they can get
See?
an idea of size?
It's big. It's a big, and it's got nice little pockets. Of course, you could set those up however you want, but yeah, it's a great little tote. You buy the pattern will have the supply list that you need, but the pattern does include the wire frame that you need to make the bag. So, and then, okay, this class is cracking me up. You got to get close up on this, Peter. So this is a really and truly a roll of toilet paper, and she has quilted, embroidered on an embroidery machine, that design. Now, so this is like the guest towels you hang in your bathroom that nobody touches. Hopefully no one would actually use this, but wouldn't this be cute sitting in your bathroom? I mean, how cute is this? And an embroidery machine on toilet paper, Isn't that crazy? So she's doing a series. This one's November 12th. This one is January 14th. And in December, they're doing the towels. So you can do a monogram on a towel. You need to have a Janome embroidery machine if you're going to take this class. We don't have people who are familiar with other brands. So you need to have your own Janome sewing machine to do that. Here's a sewing case. You can make that. Love this sewing case. It ties in there. And if you've got an embroidery machine and you're like, gosh, I've been using it, but I don't use it, don't know how to make things, all three of these things would be perfect Christmas gifts. You could still take these classes and still have time to have them ready to give for Christmas presents. So, I mean, how much fun would it be for everybody in your family to get a roll of toilet paper personalized? I mean, seriously, how much fun is that? So something to think about if you want to take that class. Our class is crazy, crazy, crazy. Janet also has a Learn to Knit boot camp coming up. Check that class out if you would like to learn some of the basic, how do I knit, how do I purl, how do I turn, how do I cast on, how do I do all those things. She's going to teach that in a boot camp. It's 7 or 8 classes, I think. Another one I would definitely look into. And then there's a knit along in November that she's doing a real pretty shawl that's just lovely. And we also have a knit in scheduled November 22nd, I believe. It's a Friday. And you just come all day and knit. And we're going to hang out in our new venue next door that we have now. That is our room that you can rent for events if you'd like. So she's going to have that event in there. And Crochet with Kayla, of course, we've talked about these. There's the bat, there's the ghost. These two have passed. The next ones that are coming will be a puppy dog and a Christmas tree and a turkey. So you need to look at those. Kayla's classes are always well attended. Everybody loves those. All right, let's go look at that ergonomic cutter. You got my curiosity up.
Okay. I'll follow you over
Follow
there.
me over there and we'll see if it's here. There's the chenille.
There it is. The Ergo.
Now it looks like they are oriented towards left or right hand because this says very clearly right hand. So you're holding it like that and pushing. Ergonomic rotary cutter for maximum comfort and control. Comfort contoured grip, ergonomic design, spring-loaded guard, precision engineering, left-hand model available, which we don't have, it looks like, but we could certainly order it. That does look pretty slick.
Yeah. Less tension on the wrist.
Yeah, and if you're doing a lot of cutting, oh, it's made by Martelli. That's why it's a good thing. It looks like it's not a bad change out on the blade, too. It's $34. I would pay that. I mean, that's about the price of most cutters, and if it would relieve my wrist pain, I'd be
Yeah.
all about that.
Yeah.
Thanks for pointing that out,
Yeah.
Peter. I like it.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. All right. The next place we need to go is sewing machines. Got some good stuff happening. Let's go see. Okay, I'm in the machines department, and Kathy is frantically running around getting things set up to look lovely. So, for her defense, please don't look too close because it's not organized yet. And so until she gets it, just like, don't look. But we're gonna look at this because it's not messed up yet. So, but you know they're always rearranging in here. If you come into our machines department, they do a great job of having everything featured so that you can see things, because you might see a machine one week and think, oh, that's kind of cool, and then you come in next week and they feature another one and you're like, oh, okay, that's really what I want. So don't ever hesitate to stop in and talk to our girls in the machine department because they're so smart and they know so much about these machines and are so ready to help you. And we like to keep it fresh, you know. Okay, so we're going to talk about, this is a 9480. And what's super, super cool about this is it comes with the opportunity to add on a stitch regulator, which for those of you who like to do free motion quilting, think of it as like training wheels to do efficient free motion quilting. Some people can do free motion quilting and never need a stitch regulator on a domestic machine. Some people do. I would suggest try it without, and if you fail abysmally, then come in and buy this to go with it. It's not an inexpensive accessory, but it's a great accessory, and it really makes this machine even more valuable to you, because not only now is it just a sewing machine, it's also a quilting machine. So that's nice to get a domestic machine. It's got a nice arm space up and down, so you got plenty of room for that. There's so many features on this. Okay, this is one of my favorite parts right here. This little light comes out, so you got a little light bar that shines down really pretty. All your buttons are up here where you can reach them. Sometimes your buttons are down here and they're kind of hard to get a hold of, so these are very clearly marked and easy to find. Your stop-start, your stitch regulator. You're going to have a screen which allows you to roll through the stitches. I like that. Because you can pick what you want. Your stitch width and stitch length are just simply dials, so you don't have to try and find that in the menu. You can store it closed or open. Open, I've got all my things to do, and there's some spots here for my most used feet. This is a sweet machine. It comes with a really nice box. Look at all those feet. I mean, goodness sakes. The good part is when you buy a machine with us, not only do you get all the accessories and all the fun things to go with the machine, but you get our staff that's going to teach you how to use the machine. A machine with this many parts to it, it might take a couple or 3 classes even to get the hang of it. We do those classes for free. Depending on the price point of the machine, you may need 2 or 3 classes, especially if it does a lot of things. So something to think about. The last 2 machines I've showed you in our videos have been kind of our lesser price machine, but right now all of our machines are crazy, silly, inexpensive. So if you're like thinking, I might want a new machine, talk to us. There's a brochure from the Janome company up here right now, and Peter was glancing through it and was commenting how lovely it was, and Kathy's like, oh, our prices are even cheaper than theirs. So the published prices from Janome right now, we're even cheaper than that. So come let us hook you up, because I think you'll love it. If you've noticed the table this is sitting in, this is a demo table. If Peter, I'm gonna slide this out. Don't let me bump your foot. But look at this nice big drawer for, I can put all my spools of thread in there and some of my notions. This is Kangaroo and Joey is what it's called. So there should be a little here it is, little roly-poly part right behind me. Here we go. And these are wings that will attach. This is gonna go in here. And I pull this drawer out. This sets in here, and now I have a surface space. But there you go. That lines into there. This one will go in this hole if you want to take that out and have that surface, which this is great because now if I wanted to use this surface for cutting or whatever, I can put my machine down and I can slide this in that spot. So I love that. And then this additional piece here, this is your rollout part, also makes a surface, but you also have drawers. Now, here's the deal. We're selling this particular model as a demo, which means it's already assembled. If you've ever had to assemble one of these, right, Kathy?
Awful. I've done several.
Yeah, my husband's done several. I've been with him. This is like a giant Tinker toy from not a happy place. It's a lot of work to put these tables together. So the cool part is you're not only going to get a really good buy on the price of this machine, but you're also going to get it assembled. And the only thing is you're going to have to figure out how to get it to your house. So hopefully you've got some strong football players or somebody that you can hook up with that can come in and move it for you. But yeah, Peter, get a full shot of this table. It's got everything. It's got the extension that opens up in the back. It's got an extension on the side. It is the hydraulic lift, which means you push it up and down, so this machine will go up higher or all the way down underneath.
Does hydraulic mean you can put the machine down if you want to use this as a cutting table?
Yes. Yes.
Like if you're trying to square your quilt?
Yes. Now it doesn't. It's not like you push a button to make that happen.
No, you
actually
use your
body to push push it down. But once you get your
use
weight
your
on it,
elbow
push it.
grease.
Yeah, use your elbow grease. It's not too hard. I mean, it's just kind of you react it.
Which is cool.
You trigger it to go. But you know what? Christmas is coming. If you've got that favorite stitcher in your life, maybe it's even yourself, and you're like, I really want a really nice setup for my sewing machine. This whole thing as a package would be the nicest Christmas gift.
Oh, and don't forget the light.
And the light, yeah, we love the Handy Quilter light that goes over it. It makes a nice bright room in your studio. The other part is this thing will all close up, and the only surface space you'll be looking at will be from here to here, and that wide. So you have basically what's the size of a desk when it's all closed up, and so you could put that in like a dining room, or you could put it in a guest room and close it all up, and your guests come and spend the weekend, and then you don't get to sew, but hopefully they don't stay too long, and then they leave, and then you can open it all back up and you can go sewing again. So if you would want to buy it for Christmas, I would suggest come in and pay for it, and then we can hold it for you if you don't have a place to hide it from your favorite person. Or better yet, come and buy it and pay for it and give it to them early. That's even better. Because then, you know, who wants to wait? I mean, really. Waiting for Christmas presents is overrated. All right, and then there's another thing, and I'm going to have Peter pop in a picture of this flyer. This is valid October 31st through November 3rd. These prices are killer. I mean, crazy. It's like $4,000 off on Pro Stitcher. So if you have a Handy Quilter and you're like, I've always wanted Pro Stitcher, you will not see it any cheaper than this in your lifetime. Seriously. So if you're looking for Pro Stitcher, now's the time to buy. If you're looking for a machine, now's the time to buy. These prices are off the rails. So don't hesitate to come in and talk to them about what we can do with you and get you into a Handy Quilter machine right now. Again, Christmas is coming, and they make the best Christmas gift. And, you know, we've had a situation where a husband bought for his daughter and wife, I believe, a machine, and they set it up in their house, and he took them out for the day. We snuck in, set up the machine, and they came home and they had a machine sitting there. So how fun is that? We can coordinate that for you if you'd like to make that happen. So I'm going to give this to Peter. He's going to plug it into the pictures, and I think, believe it or not, that's through my list. I'm kind of surprised because it's been a couple weeks. Like I said, we apologize. We've missed seeing you. Peter was on vacation. I wasn't feeling well, but we're back, and we'll be here every week, providing things don't go awry again. And meanwhile, Peter, I think you owe him some eye candy.
Oh yeah, I owe him 2 quilts.
I hope you're having a great Stitchy day wherever you are. We love that you watch our show. And if you've not seen us, go back and watch some of our older videos. We've got some great fun stuff. We've got English paper piecing. This machine that I showed you, this 9480, there's a video on how to use that machine. So if you're thinking about it, go watch the video on how to use the machine to decide if it has the features you're interested in. And we've got punch needle, we've got English paper piecing, we've got yo-yos, all kinds of fun videos. So don't just watch this one. Look at some of our others too, because you'll find some great techniques. Well, thank you so much for watching us. Hope you're having a great Stitchy day wherever you are. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye. We jumped up to this one. It's kind of a jump. I'm trying to do it more, but we'll do this guy. But you are, and it's okay.
And we do have several used machines. We've got